Valheim. This is for Nvidia 40 series and above graphics cards, if you want to do what I'm doing. So first thing, go to Steam, Library, right click Valheim, go to Properties. You're going to paste the launcher options that I have in the video description below. If you don't have a 3840 by 2160 monitor, you're going to change this to your monitor's width and your monitor's height. This option launches the game in borderless full screen mode, which allows me to alt tab without minimizing the game or hanging up the GPU on the game. The second thing you're going to come over here and do, you're going to go to your folder where you have Steam files, Steam apps, common, and then Valheim. You're going to right click the Valheim ESE, go to properties, click compatibility. You're going to disable the full screen optimization. You don't want Windows handling that for you. You're going to hit OK. And then you're going to go into this Valheim data folder. You're going to open this with either Notepad or Notepad++, whichever one you have. I'll do a Notepad++ so you can read it a little bit better. So you're gonna copy and paste this as well. I'll put it in the video description. This will help your graphics card optimize while you're playing the game, rather than trying to offload to your CPU. And the matte slice, I got this because I'm using a 3D V-Cache CPU, the AMD 9950X3D. I also have VR-enabled 0. Now I'll have this in the video description. You can copy and paste it. Don't worry about this build guild. Whatever your game has, keep it in there. You'll just copy and paste this, replace everything you have with that. If you have a AMD CPU or a compatible CPU. For the time slice, I'll show you that real quick. If you have the application called Process Lasso, my CPU is the AMD 9950X3D. So if you don't have Process Lasso, you're going to download Process Lasso for the next step. If you have a 3D V-Cache CPU, you're going to click Active Processes. Now you're going to make sure Steam, because you need Steam to have the CPU affinity as well. You need to make sure your current and always CPU are going to only be your 3D V-Cache CPU cores. If you have a 3D V-Cache CPU. If you don't have a 3D V-Cache CPU, what you want to do is use your fastest cores. If you don't know how to find out your fastest cores, ask Grok AI or another AI and it will be able to tell you. Now, after you have your CPU affinity set here, you're going to go CPU priority and you're going to put always high for Steam, because you need the Steam, because Steam is the parent app, to be running high as well. And if you go to the active processes, all processes, Steam, let's see over here. I think I lost Steam when I did that because it's got to restart. And anything you change here, restart the program, by the way. So go back to all processes, find Steam. Current and always on high for the Steam. CPU affinity, current always. So your Steam EXE has to have the same 3D V-Cache core set, just so that the game will run it if you're running in Steam. Now go here to active processes, find your Valheim. CPU priority, high. Always on high. CPU affinity, same thing, your 3D V-Cache cores or your at least 6 of your fastest cores. At least 6. Don't use less than 6. If you have a less than 6 core CPU, you might want to upgrade it for this game. Don't mess with GPU priority, leave that on normal, especially if you have an Nvidia card. Leave your memory on normal. Power efficiency mode, make sure that's always off. CPU sets, power sleep mode, power profile. Just, you don't have to modify this for now for this game. close your process Lasso. And we're going to go in the game and look at the graphics settings that I have and explain why I have those. So go to your game settings, graphics, disable VSync. Make sure your Nvidia control panel has VSync disabled as well. You don't have to click full screen if you launched it with the same commands I launched. Put it on your highest resolution. I have vegetation high, draw distance, level of detail. This is on high. I'll probably put this a little bit further. Probably put it on very high. My GPU is an Nvidia 5090. I had to disable this one called depth of field, because if you have depth of field on, it makes stuff blurry that's not in camera focus, which was really bothering me. You want to disable bloom and sun shaft so you're not blinded. You can disable anti-aliasing for this game as well. Let's launch the game. Go in here so you can see what the game actually looks like. Now, because I'm recording with the Nvidia app straight through, you won't be able to see the frame rate. But you'll see the game runs pretty smooth with this configuration. So if you see right here, now the stars are not blurry. This is why I have those graphics settings. So even with recording right now in the Nvidia control panel, game running, I'm getting over 200 frames. My monitor is only 240. I'm getting about 400 frames high, 214 low right now. If you want to do anti-aliasing, some people like that in the game. You can turn on anti-aliasing and it will help your grass and stuff, but this game, the grass doesn't have that white stuff on it, so I keep it like that. Shadows move pretty fluidly on this game, so go back to your graphics settings. Make sure you have tessellation on. Disable motion blur, chromatic aberration. I leave it on, it doesn't matter to me. Frame limit unlimited. Go to accessibility. You may want to disable camera shake and flashing lights. These can be a little bit annoying in a game like this. And disable motion blur and depth of field. GPU scale, for the GUI I put 100%. So let me show you. Like when you go to your inventory and stuff, if you modify that or the game menu, it just make it bigger or smaller. For the other stuff that you might want to do, my Nvidia app over here, I'll show you my graphics settings real quick for Valheim. My monitor, I don't use G-Sync, I'm using Fitch Refresh. Even though my monitor is G-Sync compatible, it will add latency. I keep low latency mode off because, as I mentioned before, latency will be added. I don't need smooth motion on this game. It is compatible, you can boost your frames if you are really struggling, but I don't need it for this game, as I'm getting more frames than my monitor can actually process. So these are the other things. There is something that you want to do, like global settings as well. Your shader cache size, if you have a good M.2 SSD, 100 gigabyte. Make sure vertical sync is 3D application or disabled completely. For Vulkan method, an OpenGL, preferred native. This is very important for Valheim. Preferred native. Like if you're playing voxel based games like Minecraft or Enshrouded or pixel games like this on Valheim, you need preferred native. Image scaling off, smooth motion off. If I turn on smooth motion, I will get probably at least 50% more frames, but those are mostly generated AI frames. Now, this has been my experience. Like the stars look good, the clouds look good, the trees look good from far away. The only problem I have with this game is like the graphics like up close. But this is what I was able to come up with so far. So if you like this video and you're playing Valheim, leave a comment in the description below. If you have any questions, put a comment as well, and I'll try to reply to those comments within 24 hours or less. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this helps you.